who's your first guitar hero? I mean, like, you do obviously looking at Hee Haw and the banjo, but then who's the first electric guitar hero?
I have many, many epiphanies. I think it was Hendrix because I saw the Woodstock thing on cable TV when it first came on. It would, Hendrix, and then it would go to Eddie Van Halen and Randy Rhoads and Yngwie and Paul Gilbert. But luckily, I'm always searching, still to
How do
this
you
day.
search for new people?
The internet.
Are you on the internet all the time?
Oh yeah, I'm like, and it's
Obsession?
oh my God, I love it because I can learn so many new things.
Oh, so that's the
I learn
advantage of it.
everything. I'm always studying. I love it.
Aren't you blown away by almost everybody's got something to offer?
Oh, everybody.
You know what I mean? Like, wow, that's different.
Yeah, the simplicity of like, even like, you could say anything like Buddy Holly or ACDC. ACDC, you hear the beginning of Highway to Hell and you're like, oh my God. It
Every time.
changed the world.
Every time.
I mean, 3 chords. A, da-da-da, da-da-da. You're like, oh my God. It just changed the whole world. How is that possible?
I know.
How?
Magic.
It's something you cannot describe.
Can't describe.
And back in the mid 70s when they were doing it, still today when they just played yesterday, and we're in 2023, and they played in front of 10 billion people, people loving it, and that says something. It doesn't have to always be technical. It's like doing research of just things that were like rip your heart out.
They were feeling something and they turned it into music, and everybody relates.
Everybody relates.
It's amazing. Were your parents into music? Were they into rock and roll?
No.
Were they doctors or something?
No. But
they were open enough to let you be. They saw the kid had passion and love for something. They didn't want to get in the way, right?
They knew that I would go play clubs when I was very young. I was like in junior high, and I would go play these bars. I would play bars, and you couldn't go on till 1,000 o'clock, and I was like in junior high. I was just like trying to, like play, and I just loved it and getting, experience playing live. But I would come home like 2 a.m, and they would talk to me, and they knew no drinking, no smoking, nor anything.
They'd be up waiting for you?
Yeah, they would be there to see if I did anything wrong. And so I would get dropped off because all the band members were like older, and they dropped me off and stuff. And they said, as soon as you don't get up for school, because I'd be tired, 2 a.m, you got to get up at 7. As soon as you don't get up in the morning for school, you can't do it anymore. When I'm going to, and so I made sure. Sometimes I went to school and I had like makeup all over my face, and, they were probably like, what's the matter with this kid, but it was all experience. It's some of the most important things I could have done.
It's important that you had that support. That's huge, because they were showing you responsibility, that you had to be responsible, and you had to hold your end up of the bargain. And there's a way to do this where you're safe, everybody's safe, and they didn't stop you from your passion.
Right. Yeah.
That's huge.
And they knew I was obsessed, I would sometimes fake sick if I had a guitar lesson, and then I had to master that lesson the next day. But I had to, so I would stay home usually after every guitar lesson and just master what I had to do.